Hi, I'm Carl with Apt, and we're going to be taking a look at the Q60R series, the starting point for Samsung's 2019 QLED sets, and it's available in 49, 55, 65, and 75 inches. However, not all the specs we'll be talking about in this video are going to apply to the 49-inch model. And these can all be purchased right here at Apt. The links will be down below. The bezel design's pretty close to the same as what we saw on last generation Samsung QLEDs, which is a good thing. It's thin and it both looks and feels solid. The pedestal, and we're starting to see more of this, is two wide set feet. Once they're on, they hold the TV firmly in place, but they aren't the most durable feeling. They're noticeably plastic. And the cable management is in the form of kind of a couple thin plastic clips that fit onto the back of the foot. This is the point in the TV setup where you kind of start to notice where they maybe sacrificed a little, but remember, this is the starting point for the QLED sets, so it's kind of expected. It can be wall mounted too, so you do have options. If you do plan on putting this on a stand though, make sure to keep the width of the feet in mind. There's really no way to make them any narrower. Around back you get 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs, one of which has an audio return channel, but don't get overexcited yet, there are some limitations. You don't get eARC, however you can still get Atmos sound if the TV's outputting Dolby Digital Plus, and high frame rate functionality is limited to 2K content at 120 frames per second. For gaming, the inputs do support VRR and auto low latency, which will help with tearing, but the lag numbers weren't the best we've ever seen on a Samsung television. They also support dynamic metadata for HDR content. Now getting back to the other inputs, you've got your antenna hookup, 2 Type A USB ports, RS-232C, and an Ethernet connection to go along with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And with the Bluetooth, you can hook up one of several soundbars from Samsung wirelessly or a number of different Bluetooth headphones. The TV speakers are going to be amplified by 20 watts of power, and the overall quality is serviceable, though I still recommending adding some kind of supplemental sound to this television to really fully appreciate how good it can be in a home theater. As far as the picture goes, this is edge-lit with Supreme UHD dimming, and I must say it's impressive. I would put this up there with some of the better full array sets that we've seen in the past. It's obviously not going to be as good, but if you want to save some money and get really the closest thing, this has got to be a strong contender. There's 4 preset picture modes: dynamic, standard, natural, and cinema, to match the type of programming you might be watching. I was finding standard really to be my favorite. It seemed to offer the best color balance on the majority of what I watched, which was mostly between YouTube and Netflix. And the picture stayed pretty true as I moved off to the sides. There was definitely a drop off, but it seems to be getting much better on these newer TVs. As for motion, this did a decent job. There were some instances where I noticed a bit of judder, but it seemed to be more noticeable when things were kind of moving at a moderate pace rather than a fast pace. It may very well have been the footage and not the TV, but it is worth noting. And for any gamers out there, we tested this on 1080p at 60 Hz, and our numbers were around 40 milliseconds with game mode and game motion plus on, and around 13.5 milliseconds with game mode on and game motion plus off. Now the remote's been slightly updated. It's the same general size and shape as we've seen on the last couple years' remotes, but now it has shortcut buttons for Netflix, Hulu, and Prime Video. A press of the home button is going to bring up their Smart Hub, which runs smoothly. I didn't notice any major changes here, but if you know of any, feel free to leave them down in the comments. And for anyone wondering, yes, this has ambient mode too, which can be found either in the Smart Hub menu or by pressing the shortcut button on the remote. Now, the remote isn't the only way to control the TV. Samsung's Smart Assistant Bixby allows for voice operation. Bixby is not my favorite smart assistant, but it does allow you to adjust the functions within the TV's menus a lot better than the others out there, since it's kind of made specifically for Samsung. But here's a nice change for 2019. Now you can use Google Home and Amazon Alexa devices to control some features like changing the channel and volume. I think this is something they needed to do, and I'm really happy to see that the door's been open to working with other voice assistants. If you're someone who wants to get the full color volume that Quantum Dots offer, but don't want to completely break the bank, this would be a great TV to consider. Also, with all of the available sizes, most people will be able to find one to fit their needs. What do you think? Would you game on this TV, or is it better suited for watching shows or movies? Make sure you let us know in the comments. As always, we appreciate you checking out our video, and don't forget to subscribe so you get updates whenever we upload new content.